Hi guys, sorry I'm a bit late, but I went on Facebook because I wanted to look at the posts on my Facebook, on my personal Facebook page from when I joined, and I got sucked into the scroll. As most of you know, that month that I joined was a really was a big month for my family and I, so I ended up getting caught in the scroll of looking at posts of just some sad stuff. So that's why I'm a bit late. Let me just put this in the holder so I'm not holding up here. But I am going to show you a few things that I posted on Facebook at the time that I joined, just so you know. Well, just to share really, because I think it's good to see what other people did, that if you weren't around at the time that that I joined or anyone else joined. Anyway, I thought it might help because there's a lot of new girls in the team, and I remember when I first joined thinking, oh god, I don't know where to start, like there's all this information. And when I joined, I really joined just to make some extra money. I didn't know anything about the products at all. I didn't know anything about the I didn't know anything really. I really joined with absolutely no clue about anything at all. I went in blind really. But I wanted to share a few of the first steps that I took and how I got started, and I'll probably just go up to how I reached fast start. Sorry, I'm just distracted by that ugly towel sitting on the chair. So I joined on June the 20th, 2015, so it's almost 2 years, which is crazy. It's been a great 2 years with regard to the business. Definitely some ups and downs. Of course, there's been ups and downs, lots of them. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. So I've gone on my Facebook and I've gone back through my timeline to June 2015 to see what I started posting about. And I'd posted a status saying, oh, where is it now? I won't scroll through. It's basically saying, this was either, this must have been before I joined, like a couple of days before I joined. I'd spoken to Kirsty about joining, and I said, I'm really keen. I'll just talk to my husband about it, which is so funny because when people say that to me now, I'm like, oh my god, they're never going to join. Like their husbands, as soon as husbands find out about it, they're not interested. So if someone ever says that to me now, I'll talk to my husband about it. I always say to them, okay, yeah, that's what I said too. Just be aware that husbands are never usually that enthusiastic about this kind of thing. And it sort of gets us off in a good, obviously it depends who you're talking to, but it sort of gets us off in a good foot because that's something to laugh at, it's something to get a joke about. And it also prepares them then for the fact that if their husbands are not enthusiastic, they're sort of expecting that because I've told them to expect that. So I'd said to Kirsty, I'll talk to my husband about it and I'll get back to you. And as soon as I said to Mark, he was like, whatever. He thought it was just one of these things that I was going to do and forget about. He said, whatever, just as long as it's not going to cost us money, like, it's fine. And yeah, and he was fine with the startup fees, like, as long as it's not an ongoing cost thing, it's fine. So I joined, but I didn't announce, or just the night before I joined, I didn't announce it on Facebook that I was joining, but I did post saying, watch this space, something really exciting is coming, I've got something happening. And that was enough to get some people paying attention. And then when I joined, let me find the post here. So I joined on the 20th of June 2015. And when I looked through, I didn't post all that much in the way of selfies or anything like that. I posted a lot on Facebook, but not really much in the way of selfies, which is really hard to believe. So my first post was, okay, all my lovelies, listen up. I've started a new little business venture that I think you're all going to love, love, love. I'm now a presenter for Younique cosmetics range. Exciting times ahead for Mrs. Higgins. The products are amazing. If you like any of the popular brand names like Bare Minerals or MAC, then you will love Younique. Natural based products, cruelty free, carcinogenic free, hypoallergenic, long lasting, versatile, high quality cosmetics. Now, some of that is not even correct. We can't say hypoallergenic now. I don't even know if we can say carcinogenic free. I'm sure they are free of carcinogenics, but I'm not but everything else, long-lasting, versatile, high-quality cosmetics. Have a look on my new Facebook page, and if you could like and share, and I posted the link to my business page, and if you could like and share, I would be eternally grateful. On my Facebook page, you will see a link to my website where you can browse all the products. I'm really serious about making this work to really build a great future for us Higgins, but also because I'm going to be looking fabulous in my new makeup, and I'm going to be helping you do the same, and that's more important than any financial security, and a smiley face. So please support me. You never know how you might be rewarded. So actually, that's the first time I've read that since I joined. So I've gone back and read that, and I'm actually really proud of that. It's a long post, yeah, but it's my first post about joining Younique. So I've said I'm doing this and I'm excited. I've said this is what it is. Here's my Facebook page, and put the link to my business page. I've said here's how to buy. There's a link you can click. And then I said on my very first post I said I'm really serious about making this work to really build a great future for us. So I made it personal from the start. I really and it was because that's why I joined. So I made sure everyone knew why I joined, and then I made it like, because I liked, even now I still like to make a little bit of a joke and things that I post. So I said I'm really serious about making this work, great future, blah blah blah, and also because I'm going to be looking fabulous in my new makeup. So I'm still being me. I'm not being spammy. I'm just saying this is what I'm doing. I'm excited about it. This is why I'm doing it, and made a bit of a joke. So I was still being me. And then put the link to my Facebook page. I also got Mark, which I completely forgot about. The next post, I also forgot that I actually got Mark to do a post on his Facebook. So he's posted on his Facebook, and now I'm sure that he either did this very reluctantly, or maybe I even went on his Facebook and did it, and maybe he didn't even know about it. So I don't know, I actually can't remember. It says, my amazing wife Jennifer has started selling makeup. Have a look at her page for all your beautifying needs. I think that sounds like something I would say, so I'm going to guess that was me that posted that. And then he's posted the link to my business page. And then after that, I've posted Happy Father's Day. I've posted something about something I heard on the radio, and then I've posted I reposted a link to a funny video. And then, like, I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to turn the camera around, because some of this, so above here, so I always see it. Focus on the process, not the results. So sorry, let me just pop that down there. So this is one of after that big announcement and Mark's announcement, this is one of the posts that I did. I put my website, which now I don't recommend anyone do because it seems a bit spammy, and before I go any further, a lot of these you will see are a little bit spammy, but I would rather post things that are borderline spammy to keep I don't recommend anyone deliberately be spammy, but my point is, don't overthink what you're posting on Facebook. Just post, just keep it in people's minds that you are a unique presenter, and try and do it in a sharing but non-spammy way. But my point is, I'm going to show you some things that are definitely going to look a bit spammy, and I'm sure this is how a lot of successful presenters started, but the point is, don't focus too much on how you say things, just get the word out there. So things that I posted. Alright, so post like that, and then I thanked a couple of people for their orders, and I'm going to tell you how I got my first few orders in a minute. Some positivity posts, more positivity posts, and then I've said a few people are asking me how to order. Now I'm not even sure if that's true. I think I might have said that just so it was not quite so spammy. Like, a few people have asked me how to order, so I thought I'd tell everyone. That's a nice picture of my cousin. So basically, I'm still posting other things that are not just about makeup as well. And then a couple of graphics, but this is shared from my business page. So a few things I've shared from my business page. More positivity, shared from my business page, but made a post, like put my comment on it and said about the kudos that month. And then after that, this is when we lost my cousin. So this was a week after I joined. We lost my precious cousin in an accident, and I didn't hold back, even though it's not obviously these are not positive posts. I'm not going to hold back on posting about these things on Facebook. So I posted, but I kept, every now and again I'd post a little bit of something about Younique, but really I posted a lot about Liam, and I still do post about Liam. He's a big part of why I do. He was only 18. He's a big part of why I try to make the most of my life, and why I really want to inspire other people to do the same. So so that's why I still post about him now. But I did message my auntie, Liam's mum, afterwards and said oh, how come? Oh no, I've gone back to my normal timeline. I was thinking, God, that looks like one I posted recently, but that's just the other day. I continued to post about Younique. I said to her, I'm going to seem a little bit more positive on Facebook, but please know that I'm doing it to build my business. Like, I'm not going to... I was basically sending a message saying, don't think that everything's rosy. Like, I'm building my business, and I'm still going to post about Liam, etc. Blah blah blah. But I am, in order to get the business out there, I do need to do a few posts. I can't remember how I worded it. It was a nice message, and she was absolutely fine with it. But I don't know, something in my head just told me carry on with this. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I just had something inside that was saying just keep going with this, keep going. And I'm so glad that I did. I had so much support from the other girls. I didn't have a team of my own at that point. So within Ruby Dolls, those girls were so supportive when Liam died, and that is probably a big reason why I continued to do it, was from the support that I got from them. So how did I get my first few orders? Well, I didn't do a launch party for a while. Actually, I did do one, but I was around for a while before I did one, and I wish I'd done that a bit earlier, because I can't imagine how even more successful I would have been in the beginning if I'd done a launch party. The way I got my initial orders were I took my kit into work. And that wasn't a deliberate thing. Like, a couple of people had seen it on Facebook that I was doing it and said, like, have you got the products we can have a look at? So when I was going to work, I just took my kit with me. I left it, we could see the staff room, and so I left it in the staff room with a catalogue, and I had numerous people like saying, like, oh, can I order this, can I order that? I ended up just getting a bit of A4 paper, not even an order sheet or anything, and saying, like, just write down what you want, and then they gave me money for it. My very first order, no, when I first joined, I had a couple of random orders just from those posts that I posted on Facebook. But my very first order that I put in myself, I'm just going to go and find it now, was from leaving my kit in work and showing people the kit, showing people the products, showing friends the products, and just taking the kit with me basically wherever I was going, to show people. And sorry, it's making me press all the buttons to go back. So June, was it June? No, my first big order was the following month, was July. So I joined June 20th. My first big order then was, gosh, where is it? Sorry. Was Australian $711, which is about £300 or £400. And I had a total of, I put it through 2 separate orders actually, so it's more than that, because Australia, I don't know if it's still the same, there was a limit on the amount you could order. So 700, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so $1,200 Australian dollars was my first order, through getting a list of what people wanted, through taking the products around everywhere I went, but mainly taking it into work. And my first order was a total of $1,170. That's what it is, almost $1,200. And within that was 19 mascaras. 19 mascaras, I remember, because I remember thinking, oh my God. So obviously when I put that in, I was almost at yellow from that first order. And then I had never planned to build a team. That wasn't my intention. I didn't even think about it. It wasn't that I thought, no, I don't want to do it. I just didn't think about it. I thought about selling the products, and that was it. And then once I started to approach the end of my fast start qualification period, I'd already hit way over the PRS amount. That wasn't a problem at all. And that was purely continuing to talk to people about the product in person, mostly when I was in work, as working in the hospital as a midwife. That's how I got most of my orders, talking to the people and bringing my kit with me wherever I was going to meet friends. And let me just go to accomplishments. So when it started to reach the end of the fast start qualification period, I thought, oh, I would really like to have that Y cash to get more products. So I started talking to people about joining. Now, I was posting a lot about it on Facebook, a lot about things that were happening in corporate and things that were like things that that my people in Ruby Dolls were achieving. I was posting about their accomplishments, and through that I started to get a lot of interest from people saying, like, what's this makeup thing about? But the first person I ever sponsored who's still active now, who's just sort of Asti Swastiani's was my first ever sponsor, and she joined on September the 4th. So I joined on June 20th, and I didn't get my first teammate until September. So and that was purely because I was trying to hit fast start, and I've spoken to so many people about it and how I was selling the products. I met Asti in I think it was a mother's group, and I can't remember how the conversation started on public Facebook, but my first message to her about it was that long. There was so much text in it, and it's the same when Jodie joined, Jodie Eggleton, and probably Kim as well. Kim was my second. Kim Coots, you were my second team member, and Amy Scott was my third. And Amy and Kim joined on the same day, on the 9th of September, and that was me that's when I reached fast start. Now, Amy was actually the one to message me. I looked back and she'd messaged me saying, what's this makeup thing about? Which she would never have asked me about if I wasn't posting about it on my personal Facebook page. So I was posting about products, I was posting about kudos, and I was thanking people for their orders on my personal Facebook page. So that's how I hit fast start. So I guess a couple of things that I've learned along the way are, don't worry too much about how you word things in the beginning, because you learn as you go along. You learn the best ways to say things, and in a way at the start it's better because you're just talking to people and telling them what you know so far, whereas when you get to this stage, you learn so many different ways of doing things that sometimes you overcomplicate it in your head. And when that happens, we need to take it back to basics. Just tell people what it is that you do. Just tell them. Don't worry too much about the wording. Just tell people what it is that you do. And the more people you talk to, even if it's not Younique related, the more conversations you have on a daily basis, the more chance Younique is going to come up in conversation. And that's exactly how I spoke to people about the business, and how people ended up joining me, is I just spoke to more people. Another thing that I learned is that a lot of people that joined me in the first, and even still now, a lot of people who joined me are people from my warm market. Now that is starting to bite me on the bum, because I had a huge warm market, and it took me a long time to realise that I needed to keep building my network, even though I had not yet run out of my warm market. I should have been building my network way before my warm market ran out. Now, 18 months down the line, I'm now paying for that, because I have exhausted my warm market. I have exhausted my warm market, and I am now trying to build my network when I should have done this long time ago. And I have built it, but not at the rate that I should have, because when you're asking, if you're asking 5 people every day, and don't get me wrong, there's days that you don't ask 5, life gets in the way, and I understand that, but there are days when you'll ask 20, there's days when you will make up for those days that you didn't ask anybody. And if you don't grow your network, you are going to run out of people. Now, I realised that I was running out of people not when I still had people left to offer the opportunity to, but now my recruitment is not what it used to be, because I am now spending more time building my network. So my biggest piece of advice to you is, if you are early on, grow your network and add new friends all the time. Online parties are the best way. It's the most amount of people you can add. It's the best way. But every other way, make new friends wherever possible and add them on Facebook now, before you run out, or before your warm market drops down. So I think that's all really I wanted to say. You know, grow your network and talk to everyone. Post on Facebook, on your personal Facebook, and tell everyone about it, and get the products in people's hands. Take your kit wherever you go. I hope that helped. If you've got any questions about my journey or any questions at all, just ask me. I am going to go and keep growing my network. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.